looks 16. World rank 29, but is going to jump up in the world rankings after this. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 players in the world if he had the experience and opportunity on the world tour. We'll see if he wins this title. I would not be surprised to see him getting more and more opportunities to represent the country internationally. Again, China, the most dominant country in table tennis. Mark Beckman, our Danish umpire. In a minute, you'll have a chance to see on the other side. Looks like Roman Klecker, our Czech assistant umpire. All right. Umpires becoming celebrities, starting to know them by name and face here. So I'm very curious to see how these two play off under pressure. You have to, in the words of Disney's Ice Queen, let it go. Just going to let everything go and play out here as free as possible. When he's confident, he seems to be pretty unstoppable. He's beaten many of the best players in the world, including the recent Fan Zhendong defeat for the Asian Cup. And the marvelous 12, he's shown us in China that he can beat just about anybody. Let's see on this stage if he can do the same. Best of 7, and he gets the first point off the top of the net. Fast long serve into the backhand for a lefty serving to a righty. This is one of my favorites. It's interesting, if you're on the receive of that serve, fast and long into the backhand in a lefty-righty match, there are a few good options that come to mind. Giving it fast back into the body or way wide to the forehand.
3, 1.
Solid start here from LIN Gaoyuan. Comes in for that receive. Backhand over the forehand side, and the receive was strong enough from the start. This one a bit surprising. LIN Gaoyuan had the opportunity, earned a solid third ball. Very clean backhand. Fast long serve into the body, and then opens up with almost no effort. We saw this yesterday against Simon Gauzy. Simon Gauzy is very physically fit, very strong. And we saw how well Simon Gauzy played against Ugo Calderano. But LIN Gaoyuan is just so smooth and effortless. Very fast in the counter game, but Yenan taking this point. Again, Yenan playing a little closer in general to the table than many. This point, he's a good 2 steps behind. But his speed over the table is one thing that makes him so effective. He's also good at playing wide angles off the bounce. So those wide angles off the bounce, Yenan in position. Since the towel break, recovers 2 quick points. Second time off the top of the net. And not just a net ball to break rhythm, but to outright win the points. Yenan, you could see the frustration here. Back muscles there as he comes in for that backhand on the forehand side. No chance to recover this one. Doesn't get the break the same way. It's the serve that I like, fast into the body. So not every net ball works out for LIN Gaoyuan. It's interesting, yesterday there were some fans cheering for Fang Bo. A lot of Chinese fans came cheering for Fang Bo, so the local Austrian fans started cheering for Yenan. Could hear the Austrians going, Yenan, Jiao. Little hesitation at the back edge of the table costs LIN Gaoyuan, but I think the better way to say that is Yanan. Perfect placement. Soft hands leaves it right at the back edge of the table on the corner. Opening counter, middle of the table. The opening attack, I should say, from LIN Gaoyuan. Powerful shot. This is the type of pressure he needs to put on Yanan. If he can get Yanan behind the table, it's going to take away a lot of the threat from Yanan. He can counter loop for days, he can run around the court, but he won't be able to finish the point so easily.
7.
Well-placed serve, wide out to the forehand. We've seen the pattern. LIN Gaoyuan loves to use that backhand from the forehand side, loves the banana. Right into the middle, but he gets the racket head up, counters it back. Big point falling away from the table for LIN Gaoyuan. Good reaction time here. Doesn't need a big stroke, just gets the racket head up and guides the ball back.
8. 9. 8.
Well-placed serve, kicks up and out. 1 point lead here. Second serve, a chance to earn game point. If Yanan steals this point, he'll have 2 serves at 9-all. Turning the corner, but well positioned in the middle. Puts pressure on Yanan to play it wider to the forehand than there's room for on the table. You know, there are pros and cons to different angles of watching table tennis, but from up above you could really sense the space on the court and what Yanan was dealing with. This angle right here. So 2 game points for LIN Gaoyuan in blue at the top of the screen. Fooled on the serve, mostly side spin, look like top. Look like some top inside.
That 9. 10.
Oh, beautiful shot. Yanan inside out, wide to the forehand side, ties it up, deuce in game 1. Saves 2 game points here. And look how he does it. Has to come across the ball in front of the body to put some side spin on it with the top. Now LIN Gaoyuan at serve. Deuce. Right into the crossover point. Catches Yanan with the racket up in the middle. Game point back to LIN Gaoyuan. 3rd game point in game 1.
Check. 11.
The counter. The receive left a lot to be desired, but Yanan's opening was right into the sweet spot. LIN Gaoyuan counters it back, takes game 1 12-10, and we'll be back for game 2 right after this.
Die frisch gebackene Vizebürgermeisterin der Stadt Linz, of the city of Linz. Welcome, Karin Bantik.
Back for game number 2, Yanan starting with the serve. head-to-head on the World Tour. These two have never played before. Off the edge will not come down.
2, 1.
LIN Gaoyuan very quick to turn the corner. But the way he turns the corner, you can see he's already back, takes his shot, and is moving toward the center of the table. Very few players can be so fast to recover and shift their body weight.
1, 3.
And this agility for me is a really good sign about the future of LIN Gaoyuan, the way he moves. You know, there's one point I can recall, and LIN Gaoyuan has a similar way on his feet. And that footwork is one of the main ingredients that makes China so dominant. Physical fitness and footwork, among a long list of other ingredients that they come in prepared with. You can imagine how the footwork of LIN Gaoyuan over his teammates could also make him superior.
4, 2.
This is one of the beauties of table tennis, though. It's quite a complicated sport, easy for anyone to play recreationally, but at this level, the details that go into every single shot are just almost countless. Nice counter here from a strong backhand off of LIN Gaoyuan. Yanan right there and ready. Now this is a very interesting strategy. The long serve into the body, but making it bend from the backhand side into the elbow of the right arm. Tempts Yanan to turn the corner and try and take the forehand. Even if he makes that shot, LIN Gaoyuan's there and waiting because it's so deep on the table. More predictable.
4, 5.
Quick improvisation there. LIN Gaoyuan going for the attack. A little bit tough to pull out last moment. Very close to the back edge, but just long. You know, late in the match yesterday, Yanan versus Fang Bo started pulling his serve, that sort of a specialty him serve, looking similar to the Liu Goliang serve.
5, 6.
Haven't seen that so much out here. Again, Yanan playing a left-handed player, and maybe more importantly, playing a different player. Soft, spinny shot, low to the net. LIN Gaoyuan leaving an uncomfortable ball out in front of Yanan to deal with. This is one good time for a slower shot that bounces closer to the net rather than the baseline of the table when your opponent's backing up. Yanan going for a rip out in front. If he makes that shot, it's going to be quite scarring for LIN Gaoyuan. Mentally, if you realize your opponent can make a shot off balance out in front like that, it gives you a lot to worry about.
6, 7.
Oh, break off the net. In game one, LIN Gaoyuan had a few. Here, this one seemed to help out quite a bit. From this angle, though, it looks like Yanan should still have a reasonable shot. A whole lot of topspin, though, to make it kick away from the net. It came down pretty deep on the table, too, so not a bad net break.
Net, 8, 6.
This time Yanan's waiting with the backhand for that serve. Interestingly enough, even though he's moved a little bit more to the middle of the table, it opens up a more clean decision for that backhand receive. The hesitation is what hurts at this level, gives the opponent the advantage, positioning. That's interesting. Says wait, wasn't ready. Yesterday and even in the start of today, we saw warnings and even a point given for stalling the game. Players not allowed to take too long between points. Umpires will keep it moving. Caught an indecision. Perfect placement from Yanan leaves him right at the back corner of the table. LIN Gaoyuan, even if that ball comes down, he's going to have a very difficult shot to deal with. Recognizing if it's going to come off the table early, if you're going to have the opening swing, or if you can play the touch shot right off the bounce. Decision-making ability, the longer you wait, typically the worse the options become. What appears to be heavy underspin is overlifted by Yanan. LIN Gaoyuan with another game point here. Chance to go up 2-0. And he takes the lead 2-0, 11-9. It's the first 2 games by only 2 points. LIN Gaoyuan up 2-0. We'll be back for game 3 right after this. Back for game number 3, LIN Gaoyuan in blue leading 2-0 over Yanan in black. That last highlight they showed of game point from game number 2 really made it clear how much spin was on the ball in every single touch shot in that rally from serve to the finishing shot. Oh, burns him down the short side, turning the corner. LIN Gaoyuan fast and on point. That took so much work. Yanan had to make everything perfect from such a receive, fooling LIN Gaoyuan. He turns the wrong way and still chases it down for a quality shot, gets right back into the point. Cool little shot of him with his feet in the air behind him, but LIN Gaoyuan couldn't get it back. And a crisp quality backhand as well. While I'm very much here and watching this, sometimes I start to think about the future of LIN Gaoyuan. If we're looking at someone who could be a legend of table tennis, Ma Long so dominant right now. Fan Zhendong still way out in front of LIN Gaoyuan, but it's really tough to say considering the lack of exposure to the international tournaments for LIN Gaoyuan. Maybe he's closer to Fan Zhendong than we realize. After all, he did just beat him at the Asian Cup. Quick turnaround here, Yanan in the lead. Quality opening backhand from Yanan, and at the first towel break, Yanan's leading 4 points to 2. It's also interesting to think about how a player's playing and how it appears the match is going. We can remember LIN Gaoyuan, just to explain what I mean by that. LIN Gaoyuan has some very memorable shots in this game so far. But Yanan can still be winning more points. They don't always have to be more glamorous. Every point is worth 1 point exactly. Well placed. Right in on the elbow for LIN Gaoyuan. Yanan extending his lead back to 5-3. There's so many advantages to being two-winged. It's strong and confident on both sides of the racket, but if LIN Gaoyuan from the middle of the table can control and dictate the placement like that against Yanan, it's going to be very difficult for Yanan.
Six, 4.
Surprise placement to the backhand side. LIN Gaoyuan nowhere to be found. A little bit late to get there. Now, the second towel break of the game, I'll tell you, Yanan has only had one 7-game match in this tournament. That was against Fang Bo yesterday. Fang Bo played every single match. In the deciding 7th game, it was determined. So until losing to Yanan, he had won every match in the 7th. Actually, young Hong Kong player Ingpak Nam, very impressive, beat Maharu Yoshimura, came quite close to beating Fang Bo, was up 3 games to 1. Couldn't do it. Ice cream cone off the top of the net now, and Yanan going for the timeout here. So he's still got the lead. Now, tactically speaking, what will change? How can he control the points? The element of surprise in the receive game from Yanan has been so important. LIN Gaoyuan reacts quite quickly. On the wide balls, he can move very fast. If it's in near the body, he's been able to cover. If Yanan can play it just into the elbow, a little bit more on the body, he's basically going to have to fool. Now, imagine this. Him leaning one way, Yanan leaning to make it look like he's going to play the ball one direction, then back into the body more on the backhand side. If LIN Gaoyuan is expecting the forehand, it's going to be very tough for him to switch, shift his weight, and play the backhand. So he's probably going to give a weaker shot, but Yanan's going to have to surprise and force that hesitation. I mean, the element of surprise, even in the push game or the short shots, anything he can do to get LIN Gaoyuan just a step behind the ball will give Yanan better positioning, better opportunities to play powerful shots in near the table, but it's not going to be a one-shot trick. It's going to take a few shots to set up the point. So let's see how the timeout pays off for Yanan in black. Serve comes a little long, but the counter, I mean, how much better of a placement can you ask for than where Yanan hit that ball? LIN Gaoyuan turns to cover the middle so fast. Agility is the word of the day. He's had his share. Probably just a little bit more than half of the luck, I'd say. It's pretty wide to the forehand to use the backhand, but he's done it successfully before. Sometimes you can tell people's feelings and their regrets watching how they shadow rehearse and practice after the point. LIN Gaoyuan didn't seem to say, should have taken a forehand. It seemed like he said, I should have gone for it more spin with that backhand receive. Very quick reaction from LIN Gaoyuan to cover in front of the body. Yanan with a quality receive, but still no problem. LIN Gaoyuan saves it. 1 point game. Big power down the short side of the table. Yanan with 2 game points. Wasn't enough in game 1. Will it be enough here? Third towel break of the game, and he's really trying to power up that opening shot when Yanan knows he's got the opening. Needs to make it extra quality. Oh, short side. LIN Gaoyuan catches Yanan turning the corner. This is a quality rally. Again, you've got several big shots early on into the body. Fast reaction time. LIN Gaoyuan just changing up the placement, and Yanan rather predicting wrong. Trying to know the patterns, anticipating where the ball's going to come. With experience, this happens. Timo Boll, an expert at it. 2 game points saved once again. The receive on the short side. Yanan looking down at the equipment, not happy with the contact. Sure ain't. So deuce in game 3. Long serve into the body on the backhand side. Again, a key ingredient to learn for a lefty versus a righty. Can be a very useful. Oh, steps around and completely fools him. Yanan was in another hemisphere right there, just the opposite side of the table and right down the line. LIN Gaoyuan, for his 4th consecutive point, takes the game in deuce. 3-0 lead, and the 22-year-old in blue is 1 game away from his first World Tour title. Stick around, game 4 coming up right after this. Back for game number 4, and you just saw the yellow card that appeared to be given to Yanan for not coming back on time, for stalling, delaying. So he's used his timeout. He's got a yellow card on the board, yet doesn't have a game, despite having several game points in the first and third game. Not a game. So LIN Gaoyuan leading 3-0, loses the first point of the game on Yanan's serve. Very quick off the bounce with that backhand. LIN Gaoyuan. Yanan pulling out a bit of LIN Gaoyuan magic. Last minute change of direction. Side swiping receive. Very deceptive. Comes in with the racket sideways and manages to get the wrist under the ball to play it wide.
2-0. 2, 3.
Can feel the pressure starting to settle in on Yenan. Again, this is their first time playing on the World Tour. Yenan already has a title this year. Oh, burned right back. Big shot from the middle of the table, countered off the bounce by LIN Gaoyuan. So many times he's had quick answers off the bounce, and the placement has been just right. Here's the first, and it's an inside-out shot from Yenan too. A little bit of side spin on it as he comes around the inside of the ball. Some of that stuff's happening so fast you can only really see it in replay quite clearly.
4, 3.
Very rare way for a point to end. We don't see LIN Gaoyuan missing too many shots into the backhand side. I think the most errors I've seen from LIN Gaoyuan is when he's playing nervous, but he's come out here, as he mentioned, quite free today.
3, 5.
Fast long serve into the body on the backhand side. Again, this has consistently been paying off for LIN Gaoyuan. Again, a serve that I feel is heavily underrated. Quite a valuable serve for any player to have against a player of the opposite hand.
3, 6.
And a little bit more topspin here. Yenan tries a similar serve, but LIN Gaoyuan's so confident. And that's the thing. Any tactic you have, any serve that you're used to being effective, as soon as you realize that your opponent has a good answer for it, you have to adapt. You have to change and find something new. Good pace. Yenan changing it up a little bit more on the last ball. Catches the top edge of LIN Gaoyuan's backhand. So those are some fans of Yenan who are not Chinese, clearly. Fun to hear a short cheer, though.
7, 4.
That is one nice thing about many of the best players in the world. Many of the Chinese players have fans all over the world. Oh, beautiful angle exiting the side of the table. The backhand wide for Yenan. Takes him within 2 points at the second towel break of the game. Had a chance to meet many of the Austrian fans here. A lot of them are excited to meet Yenan, LIN Gaoyuan, Fang Bo. Handful of other players here. Liang Jingquin here as well, but Austria's own Robert Gardosch beat him in the opening round.
6,
Came
7.
quite close against LIN Gaoyuan as well. It's actually a 3-2 lead for Robert Gardosch against LIN Gaoyuan.
8, 6.
LIN Gaoyuan edging towards the finish line point by point. This could be a back-to-back singles final sweep. Wang Manyu for the women and LIN Gaoyuan looking at doing the same on the men's side. Doesn't get better than this. You have a heavy spin ball deep to the backhand side. Yenan plays it across the body. Look at this shot right here. From way down low, the racket never gets above shoulder height. And LIN Gaoyuan takes it to the exact opposite corner of the table. It's not like he had a very common ball coming in with heavy topspin. Outstanding rally here, a little bit of net to help. LIN Gaoyuan still has his timeout if he needs it. Looked like there was a warning saying play, and he said okay. Oh, surprise! Parallel shot on the step around, and Yenan within 1 point once again, although we've seen him with many game points not able to capture the game. That is a brilliant shot. Fast, surprising, perfectly placed. It takes a lot to get it by. I mean, to even get LIN Gaoyuan to miss the shot, let alone hit it past him. Inside out forehand for the winner. So last time we saw LIN Gaoyuan the point before where he spun it down to the forehand line. with that receive. He tries changing up the placement, but Yanan predicts he's there quickly. This ball sits up just a little bit. No answer. LIN Gaoyuan forced into submission there. All started with a quality serve. 3 points in a row for Yanan. But the last 2 serves in combination that either player will have belong to LIN Gaoyuan. Says it hits the shirt. Yanan says, yes, it hit my shirt. LIN Gaoyuan's point. Good eye and very fair sportsmanship from Yanan. So championship title point right here for LIN Gaoyuan. This could be his first. Not yet. Yanan with a great receive here from over the table. Speedy, spinny, and deep to the forehand. It's tied up at deuce. How much spin is on that ball. LIN Gaoyuan serve tough for many to handle. Yanan loops it there. A backhand over the table. Outstanding receive. And fast enough to cause some trouble, but not a kill shot, just a well-placed flip. Another 2 big points for Yanan after the shirt ball. This light top inside, heavy under, but he reads it well. Right into the elbow, Yanan with game point. And he keeps it alive. We're going to a 5th game. Yanan on the scoreboard, 12-10. It's a tight match, even though the game score doesn't suggest it. Every single game has been won by only 2 points. Let's see what happens. Game 5 coming up right after this.
LIN Gaoyuan hat noch nie ein World Tour Events gewinnen können. Das wird das erste Mal, das wäre das erste Finale, aber Einsatzfähiger. Es wird super knapp.
Level.
Back for game number 5. LIN Gaoyuan losing his first game to Yanan. Yeah, this will change things a lot potentially, or it could anyway. Pressure. LIN Gaoyuan plays his best when he's fully free. Many do. He said coming into this match that he would let everything go, that he would play free. Less pressure on him. Quality of point, just world class here. That is the lick of the side of the mouth that says, I am deep in thought and I've got my work cut out for me. That's the 0-2 lick. They don't always call it that, but it's 0-2. I do. It takes 2 big shots. I mean, the serve was almost perfect from Yanan. LIN Gaoyuan still recovers it. And then the 5th ball from Yanan right down the line with full commitment. That's unfortunate for Yanan. You can tell how frustrated he is, wanting to slap the table. To earn that high of a 3rd ball over the table. That's one of those shots where with Yanan's skills, you can do almost anything and hit a threatening shot. But because LIN Gaoyuan's on the other side of the table, it adds to the pressure. Bending ball with the backhand, a bit of side spin. Net somewhere in that rally. Can't remember who it favored, but either way, LIN Gaoyuan apologizing for taking the point. Strong start to game 5 for LIN Gaoyuan. Now, because the world has seen Yanan on the World Tour for much longer than LIN Gaoyuan. It feels like there are many years between them, but age-wise, Yanan only 2 years older than LIN Gaoyuan. First towel break of the game, and we can see the difference in the movement and the balance. LIN Gaoyuan, look how wide his stance is. Yanan moves well, but you can feel when he's jammed up or caught off balance just a little bit, and in that last point, LIN Gaoyuan was able to do that to Yanan. A little bit late to get in there for that backhand opening attack. Yanan takes the point. It's a fine balance. You can see the frustration as it started to settle in on Yanan, that is. Question is, can he come up with some solutions here? Trailing by 4, not unrecoverable. It's one way to do it. Long push, leaving it out on the forehand corner, baiting in LIN Gaoyuan to the cross-court attack and then countering it right back. The placement from LIN Gaoyuan wasn't even really cross-court so much, right into the middle of the table from the far forehand. So a quality block there from Yanan. Right idea, but a high-risk shot is not always going to come down. The inside-out forehand just wide. Much spin LIN Gaoyuan puts on that ball from below the table. People loving this shot out here. Flip to the middle, inside out. Look at where that ball exits the table off the side. This is how wide Yanan has to play to beat the fast feet of LIN Gaoyuan. Once again, the fast feet. Speedy Gaoyuan Zala's out here. Second towel break of the game, and he's up by 4. The fact that he can get there so comfortably, so quickly, that he can play it anywhere on the table and rebalance himself. As LIN Gaoyuan gains more and more experience and creativity, his tactics will continue to improve. I think we'll see a lot more of him on the World Tour. Remember, right now, he's world ranked number 29. Solid flip. Yanan working quite hard to get around for that. The backhand side of the table. Two shots in a row to the backhand corner, and it pays off. LIN Gaoyuan with that big opening shot, but when it comes down, he's got a lot of responsibility. Watch this. Right back at the back of the table. Not just having a big opening shot, but the recovery. This is where core strength, physical fitness, and everything else comes into play. Of course, balance. Being ready to take several fast shots in a row. Into the body, hits the shirt. Even if LIN Gaoyuan gets that into play, he's going to do the same thing Yanan did. Stop the point, point to his shirt. Pretty rare we see that chopping motion on the forehand side from LIN Gaoyuan. This has been the bread and butter. A little help off the top of the net, yes, but that shot down the line from Yanan when he steps around the backhand corner and plays it powerfully And it all started with that fast, long serve into the backhand corner. Both players using this ingredient quite well here in this match. So from 8-4 to 9-7. After such a strong receive, it's the fast feet of LIN Gaoyuan combined with the anticipation. He gets there, chases it down, and earns 3 championship points. Had one in the last game, couldn't take it. Will Yanan fight back? And LIN Gaoyuan does it, 11 points to 7, 4 games to 1 over Yanan. 22-year-old Asian Cup winner is also the champion here of the Austrian Open in men's singles. And he thanks the crowd, and the crowd will definitely be thanking LIN Gaoyuan for this excellent performance. Fast, solid, and he might not be the biggest guy, but he could be the biggest player in the world with some time. Let's see. We're keeping our eyes on LIN Gaoyuan, 4 games to 1 over Yanan. What a performance to take the title. Stick around, we're gonna have the awards ceremony in just a bit. Should be an interview on court. You're watching the Seamaster 2017 World Tour Platinum High Biome Austrian Open. Stay right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the winner of the High Biome Austrian Open 2017. This is the singles winner. This is LIN Gaoyuan, and he could win this final match by 4 games to 1 versus Yan. And it seems to be this is the days of your life, the weeks of your life after winning the Asian Cup. Now you are the winner at the World Tour here at the Austrian Open. Is it that day or these days of your life?
首先恭喜你获得本站公开赛男单的冠军，然后也是战胜了我们中国队自己的队友延安。然后最近这个刚拿了亚洲杯的冠军，马上又拿到了这站奥地利公开赛男单冠军，看起来最近状态非常好。连续拿了2个这样比赛的单打冠军，自己有什么想法、什么感想？
首先决赛跟自己队友也是非常的激烈吧。虽然说4比1的比分，但是每局都是在2分之间嘛，也是水平也是非常的接近，也打得非常的紧张吧。而且这次是我第一次打到公开赛的决赛吧，自己心里也是有点紧张，赛前也是 做了很多准备，所以说这次一上来的话，自己还是发挥的不错吧。而且，这次在亚洲杯到现在为止，我觉得，对于打了这么多场比赛，自己的比赛感觉非常的好。现在对于比赛的场上的一种把控和一种节奏，我觉得现在慢慢会一些提高吧。所以说，后面我希望自己能再坚持下去吧，这种比赛感觉。
Today against our also another player from Team China is although Lin wins 4-1, but it was like really tough game. He wins like by 2 points for several games, and it was really tough. And the other player, Yan played really well, and also because of after the Asian Cup and also for the World Tour, Lin is very well adjusted. That's why he won the games, and he wants to keep it up for the competitions next.
You said to me yesterday you had to do a complete reset and a setup of your mindset. It seems to be that it worked out very well. So, what is your opinion?
就是你昨天提到，就是你在心理上和你的体能上都做出了一些调整，然后现在看来你拿到了冠军，可能是你这些调整都起到了应有的效果。然后你对这个自己有什么看法吗？你所做出的这些调整在亚洲杯之后？
我觉得就是在亚洲杯之后的话，我首先是那个赛程上比较紧嘛，打完之后立刻坐飞机过来，然后还要打预选，可能在一上来打的也是不是特别好吧，也是小组出线之后也是非常的激烈那几场球，但是后面的比赛自己的状态越来越好，也对于比赛一些感觉也越来越好，我觉得这是就是对于这次比赛非常好的一种感觉吧。
He's like it's been a really tight schedule after the Asian Cup. After Asian Cup, he flew directly from India to here. That's why he didn't think he played really well in the first rounds of qualifications. But when he made his adjustments mentally and physically, he gets better. Round by round, so that's why he wants to insist the style and the adjustments he made. He's very happy about that.
We are happy too, and we are proud to have you here, LIN Gaoyuan. You could beat first Kokiniva, then it was Simon Gossi, and now it was Yan An. Amazing table tennis you could show here in Linz, Austria, and congratulations to you. This is the winner. This is LIN Gaoyuan.
Ihn hier am Center Court vorstellen zu dürfen. Also, jetzt ist kein Geschwister hier, jetzt ist Kultur, jetzt ist Top-Musik. Grüßen Sie mit mir, Klaus Purwitz!
Soul so weary when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up